Hello my dear students, welcome to another session of virtual class. I'm Alimuzzaman1, your subject teacher, Department of Physics, Milestone School and College. So, let's start. Hello my dear students, welcome to another session of virtual class. I'm Alimuzzaman1, your subject teacher, Department of Physics, Milestone School and College. Today we are going to discuss about chapter 6 and today's topic is comprehensive base question. Okay my dear students, this is the first question of comprehensive section. Write the differences between evaporation and boiling. So here is the answer, evaporation and boiling. First you have to draw a table, and the upper left you have to write evaporation, then boiling, and here is the differences. Evaporation is a normal process that occurs when the liquid from change into gaseous form while causing an increase in the pressure and temperature. Then boiling is an unnatural process where the liquid get heated up and vaporized due to continuous heating of the liquid. Then evaporation usually occurs on the surface of the liquid being heated up. Then boiling usually occurs on the entire mass of the liquid that get heated up. Number 3, boiling effect not visible in evaporation. On the other hand, boiling effect visible in boiling. Then it is slower but carried out. Then it is quicker and happens rapidly. So my dear students, these are the differences you can write for this comprehensive question. So my dear students, this is our next question, which is explain resolution. It is a comprehensive based question, so we have to very careful about our answers. So here is our answers. Due to applied pressure, a solid turns into a liquid and get back to solid after removing the pressure is called resolution. Basically, when pressure applied to a body, the melting point decreases, and when the pressure released, the liquid remains its same temperature. But at this condition, melting point is increased, and finally the liquid turned back to the solid, and this is the resolution, my dear students. So we have to keep in our mind, when the pressure is applied, the melting point is decreased, and after releasing the pressure, the melting point again increased, and this way the resolution is happening. This is the next question, which is write the condition of heat capacity for a substance. Okay, first we have to know what is heat capacity. So here is the definition. Heat capacity is a physical property of matter defined as the amount of heat to be supplied to given mass of a material to produce a unit change in its temperature. Again I repeat, heat capacity is a physical property of matter defined as the amount of heat to be supplied to the given mass of a material to produce a unit change in its temperature. So it is the capacity to gain heat on a body. Now the condition, which condition are applied due to heat capacity. Here is the conditions. The heat capacity depends upon structure of the material, temperature of the material, density of material, specific heat of material. So my dear students, we have to careful about the conditions, which are structure of the material, temperature of material, density of material, specific heat of material. These four are crucial things for heat capacity. Now we are going to face the next question. So my dear students, this is our next question, which is why it needs less time to cook in a pressure cooker. Explain. So here is the answer, which is under pressure the heat builds faster and maintain the temperature better, so cooking time is reduced. The reduced pressure inside the cooker increase the boiling point of water above 1000 degrees Celsius. My dear student, this is the main line of this question, which is boiling point is increased. So you have to careful when you are writing in your copy this answer. The increased pressure inside the cooker increase the boiling point of the water above 1000 degrees Celsius. So more cooking done before the water actually starts to boil. We know, my dear students, during our cooking the necessary temperature needs, which is less than 150 degree. So if the boiling point is increased up to more than 150 degree, so it will be cooked before the water boil. So the answer, more cooking done before the water actually starts to boil. Ultimately the food cook faster. You have to mention the boiling point during answering your question. So I repeat again the whole answer, which is under pressure the heat builds faster and maintain temperature better, so cooking time is reduced. The increased pressure inside the cooker increase the boiling point of water above 1000 degrees Celsius, or you can write more than 100 degrees Celsius. So more cooking done before the water actually starts to boil. So ultimately food is cooked faster. So my dear student, this is the answer of this question. My dear students, this is the next question, which is why there is no difference between real expansion and apparent expansion for gaseous substance. Explain. So my dear students, first we have to know the gaseous substance has no specific volume. This is the answer. Why? The gas has no fixed volume. It occupies the volume of the vessel in which kept. So, if the gas is heated in a vessel, at first the vessel will expand, and with the expansion of the vessel, the gas will expand. So, there is no apparent expansion in case of gas expansion. So, my dear students, that's why both real expansion and apparent expansion is same. So no doubt, when you are heating the vessel will first expand, and when the vessel is expand, the gaseous substance also expands its volume. So this is the answer of this question, my dear students. So my dear student, this is our next question, which is there is a possibility to different heat whereas the temperature of two bodies remains same. My dear students, temperature is overall condition. Okay, so temperature does not depends on the amount of its heat. It depends on its resultant condition. Okay. For same materials with different heat gain, will its different is size. When it different in size, this is the main condition. Suppose a football or a tennis ball. Both bodies temperature, suppose 10 degrees Celsius. But a tennis ball will absorb less heat than a football. This is the example. Okay, so keep in your mind, so that's why different heat whereas temperature of two bodies remain same. This is the answer of this question, my dear students. My dear students, our next question is vaporization creates coolness. Explain. So for that we have to know, during vaporization a material takes necessary latent heat from its closed area. Okay, that's why closed surface area release its heat, and for that it creates coolness when next to its area. Okay, my dear students, again I explain, during vaporization a material takes necessary latent heat from its closed area, which is very next to it. That's why closed surface area released its heat, and for that it creates coolness when next to its area. This is the answer of this question, my dear students. So my dear students, our next question is how vaporization confined by the amount of vapor in the air. So for that, the vapor capacity is fixed for a specific temperature at air. If it already filled by vapor, so it is not possible to take more vapor at air. So in this way, the vaporization confined by the amount of vapor in the air. So we have to know that the amount of vapor at atmosphere or air is fixed for a specific temperature, my dear students. So when we are giving the answer, we have to mention this line very carefully for our perfect answer. So this is the answer of this question. So my dear students, our next question is, what do you understand by linear expansion of an iron bar is 11 into 10 to the power minus 6 per Kelvin? So the answer is, linear expansion of iron bar 11 into 10 to the power minus 6 per Kelvin mean when 1 Kelvin temperature increase, the length of 1 meter iron bar increase 11 into 10 to the power minus 6 meter perhaps. Okay, my dear students. So it means if you increase 1 Kelvin temperature for 1 meter length iron bar, it will be increase 11 into 10 to the power minus 6 in meter. So this is the answer of this question. So my dear students, our next question is, why it is difficult to cook on the top of a mountain? Explain. So here is the answer. On the top of the mountain, the atmospheric pressure is less than Earth's surface. So the boiling point is decreased. Water starts boiling before the temperature needs to cook. That's why it is difficult to cook on the top of the mountain. So this is the answer of this question, my dear students. So my dear students, this is our next question, which is, why it keeps a gap between two rail line splits? Explain. So here is the answer. Rail line made by iron bar. Due to friction, it generates heat during running rail. It also happens during summer season due to increase of temperature. So when temperature increase, it also increase the length of the splits. To avoid the accident, it keeps a gap between two rail line splits. So my dear students, there is a little gap when the length is increased to avoid the accident. This is the answer of this question, my dear students. So my dear students, this is the last question of this session, which is, what do you understand by specific heat of water 4200 joule per kg per Kelvin? So here is the answer. Specific heat of water 4200 joule per kg per Kelvin means to increase 1 Kelvin temperature of 1 kg water, it needs 4200 joule heat. So this is the answer of this question, my dear students, and this is also end of this session, my dear students. Hope we will meet in a different session with a new lecture. Till then, bye bye.